have someone graduating this year. Hi, and welcome back to Supermom Knows Best. I'm Erin. This week is going to be a two-parter. I'm going to tie in the relationship stuff that I started talking about with some parenting advice. Today we're going to talk about the relationship side of what happens when you're finally an empty nester. You've heard the old joke of the 7-year itch, which usually happens after the first 7 years of being married. People usually start to wonder if this is really going to work out and if we should break up. But another time that the divorce rate really spikes is after the last child graduates from high school. See, what can happen is the parents are so focused on their children or child and getting them through school and prepared for life after high school, they forget to work together on their relationship. Raising kids can be challenging. I mean, it is challenging, but we forget that we're a couple first. The couple was there in place before that wonderful baby came into your life. And that couple should still be there after that wonderful baby has grown up, turned 18, and graduated from high school. You have to remember to want to date. You have to remember that that couple comes first. The relationship is what started the family. From your love came your babies. When my kids used to ask where babies come from, I used to tell them it takes a mom and a dad who love each other more than anything. And with God's help, they produce a baby. But let's face it, if it's not for that couple loving each other, you don't have a family. You don't have that unit. You don't have that springboard. So what happens when we become empty nesters? Well, a couple of things can happen. You either wake up one morning and realize that you have grown so far apart because those children got in between you that you're just left on the outside with all the kids in the middle, that you've forgotten who you were married to. You've grown and changed so much that wasn't the person you were before we had those kids when I fell in love with you. Or you work the whole time to make sure that you grow and change together while you are raising those tiny people. I always thought it was kind of crazy how people said it's important to remember to date. I always thought, so what does that mean? You get all dressed up and you go make your husband knock at the front door for you? But now that I've been with my husband for 20 years, I see the importance. And I've talked about it in past videos where, how hard we work on having our date day and all of that. But now our oldest is getting ready to start high school. And it has hit me that in 6 years, we will be empty nesters. I watch my parents a lot. Now, my parents have a very unique situation. When they got married, they already had a kid in the relationship. My parents had been married before to other individuals, got divorced, met, fell in love, and got married. Well, my older half-sister was 3 when this all came about. So they were never without kids. It's been funny to watch them after my younger sister graduated and moved out. They went through stages of finding a hobby. My dad is a commercial pilot. He had his own little plane for a while, and they would fly somewhere fun for the weekend and stay and then fly home, or they'd take day trips. It was just something fun they would do together. But now that both of my parents are officially retired, because they weren't back then, now that they're officially retired, they have found themselves in the world of trap shooting. Those orange discs where you hear the people sell, pull, and the flying disc goes in the air and you track it and shoot it down. That has become their big thing now that they're both officially retired. Now, my aunt, my mom's sister, has gone, what are you doing? This is the most ridiculous hobby. And my mom's response is, we found something that the two of us wanted to do together. We wanted a hobby that interested both of us. We wanted to have something that would bring us together, not take us apart. And I think that is a great lesson, finding a hobby that both of you can agree upon to keep you together, not apart. I work with a nonprofit, and it is an organization that is mainly women. 99% of us are women. But there's one man in our club who joined because he wanted to be with his wife. She was working so hard with the organization that he said it was the only way I'm going to be able to see her is if we do this together. I was so touched and found it to be so romantic that a man who was a Vietnam vet decided to join this nonprofit, 99% women organization just so he could be able to see his wife. I don't know how many men would do that. I hope mine would when we finally get to retire, but I don't know. I don't know if he's going to want to find a hobby with me. I hope so. Yes, it is a sad truth. The divorce rate does spike when you become empty nesters. However, if you work at growing together and not apart, it doesn't have to be the case for you. So I hope you like what I had to say. Thank you for listening. Please smash that like button and share and subscribe. Help my little channel grow. And I hope you join me for my next episode on part 2 on talking about getting those children ready to fly off on their own. I'll see you next time.